Hello folks, welcome to the third T3RD. This is our Volvo V50 2007, equipped with our Tesla Model 3 drive unit and version 3 beta board. It is our test platform for said Tesla Model 3 replacement PCB. The last couple of weeks have been kind of crazy for me here. I've had some personal stuff going on, and then there's been other things that you'll be seeing in the next episode where we've got some, I won't spoil the surprise, but you guys are just, you're just too good to me in the things you do for me. I really appreciate it. So apologies for the little bit of a clickbait intro, but I just couldn't help myself. What you're going to see in this episode is just going to be probably a lot of smoke, and there's a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of times the drive unit cuts out as I'm doing tuning and all that kind of thing. But over the last 2 days, I have beaten the tar out of this thing, and it just comes back for more. It is a tire shredding burnout machine, and it's not even into field weakening. It's nowhere near the field weakening region. This is just base speed. I've never actually tuned or driven a OpenInverter FOC setup in a car, so this is my first time with this, and I don't really know the full ins and outs of what all the parameters do. So I've been just kind of bludgeoning my way through the parameters with a little bit of kind of understanding of the KI and the KP for the current controllers and stuff like that, but the rest of it I do not know. There's a lot of tuning to do on this, okay? But probably the most relevant piece of information, probably some of the most relevant pieces of information that I can pass on to you now, is that it looks like the base speed for this Model 3 the base speed for this Model 3 rear drive unit is approximately 4,500 RPM when we feed it about 350 volts from the SCAMBAT. More on the SCAMBAT in a future episode. So I've been just trashing this thing around the place here, and I've now got a tune in there that pretty much just lets me stand on the throttle pedal, and it'll just ramp the power in beautifully to the point that it just breaks the tires loose and just starts doing burnouts. Sadly, it's the monsoon season here, so everything is just washed down and soaked. So I have zero traction. The most power I can draw into the drive unit is 65 kilowatts at the minute. We will get that up. There's something in the workshop at the minute that I can't show you, but when I get that sorted out, I'll put the front wheels on the concrete, bring the JCB down, lash the back of this thing to the JCB, then we can stand on the throttle with the front wheels on concrete. I am going to have to inform my neighbours though, because one of them came running down the field here thinking the car had gone on fire. Because in its defense, it was pouring smoke, and I just booted the door out and rolled out onto the ground, coughing my lungs out. So yeah, the version 3 beta board of our Model 3 drive unit PCB replacement project I know it works, you know. I'm waiting for a bang or something, but so far it works. This is an absolute testament to the people that worked on the FOC firmware. This car right now, even with my ham-fisted monkey man tuning on it, is the smoothest vehicle that I own now, full stop. Like, even the ones that are driving on OEM firmware, this one's got them beat. I can stand this thing on the hill there just with the throttle, and it just stands there. It doesn't jump or vibrate or anything. It'll just stay there until I ease on the power or let the power back off. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to let you folks look at some of these clips. It's pretty disjointed, my apologies for that, but enjoy, and we'll catch you in the next fun-packed episode. Folks, you're not going to believe this, but some inconsiderate soul has parked this fine example of German automotive engineering here and taken the freaking engine out of it, and I can't move it. So how then am I going to move this thing? If only I had some kind of a tow truck or... Oh, wait a minute. What's this thing? Ah. A Volvo. Huh, okay. Let's try this then. Oh, it's even got heated seats. Heated seats. Look, it's even got a functioning DC-DC converter. It's got some kind of computer interface. Toggle switch instead of a gear lever. Alright, so then if we let off the handbrake and we flick the toggle switch, what happens if I press the accelerator pedal? Oh, we're driving forward. That's bad. No. We need to be driving backwards. I'm driving backwards. Okay, let's try driving backwards. Oh, it's moving, and it's so smooth. Okay, out of workshop. Wow. Didn't know Volvo made them this well back in 2007, but... Well, I'm going to crash into something here now. There's something back here I better not crash into. It's rather important. Okay. It's fast approaching that E61 back here. Good job that somebody went and stuck a tire on the back of it. So let's see what happens when we make contact. Oh yeah, oh my God, it's working. It's pushing it. You believe that? Tesla powered tow wagon. Yeah, we've just successfully managed to push that thing. Oh, what does that say? I don't mind any of that. Let's flick the toggle switch, aim ourselves back this way, and mash the accelerator. Woo! Yeah, this tow wagon's got a bit of power in it. Okay, let's try that then. That sounds like a foolproof plan to me. Oh yeah, we did have a bit of a burnout problem there, didn't we? That's what you call too much trot core. professional here. My cow shed. The turd has broken free of the axle stands and the Greg pack. It is now, as you can see by the mud, moving under its own steam. And because I am ridiculously bad at writing software, it's got a very slow charge ramp, but it does eventually work. Now I know what you're thinking, folks, okay? You're thinking that's bad, but actually it's not. This is what we call the test track. I've been tuning our M3 beta board in this highly advanced wait till I put the blower on a bit more. Hang on. Let's see if we can clear some of this out. It's highly advanced, if you could see it for the smoke, OpenInverter can tool. It's currently connected up to our Model 3 drive unit, and I have been tuning. That's what we call all this smoke, by the way. And you see there, I don't know if you can see it, but our transistors are just fine. CPU load is 40%, and the heatsink is at a whopping let's see, the heatsink's at a whopping 22 degrees. I don't know if that motor temperature means anything. It might. Oh, actually it is, yeah, because that's the reported oil temperature. So we are definitely warming up the motor, so that's good. Maybe. But we're, what's my oil pressure is at 19, so yeah, because the oil's thinning out. Probably should up the oil pump pressure, really, if I was doing it properly, but you know me, folks, I'm always doing it wrong. So let's give her some gas. I don't know if you can see any of those lights on the dash. Probably not for the angle the sun is currently making on the test track, so I might have to change the test track location. But anyway, I'll just press the throttle. You can probably hear it. I don't know if you can see any of that, but the car's unhappy. Oh, I gotta come off that. Okay. Oh God. Okay, I gotta get out. Oh, seriously, I'm not joking. Oh. Damn, this is gonna make great clickbait, because everyone's gonna think, oh, it's got on fire. You've done it wrong, Damien. You've set EV conversions back a millennia. Yeah, let's go downwind of the smoke. That's always a good idea. Wait a minute, get some doors open on this thing. I should have buzzed down the rear windows as well, of course, if I had a brain. But, you know, no one's ever accused me of that. So yes, beta testing is proceeding as planned, folks. Everything is fine here. I'm just going to let that smoke clear out of the cabin. And folks, sorry, the oil temperature is actually 18 degrees, not 86. The 86 has been read by the uncalibrated motor temperature sensor, so don't worry about that. Yeah, well, it looks like some kind of efficiency. That's weird. I thought OpenInverter was supposed to be crap. Okay. See if I can connect to this thing. Yeah, no, we don't need to do any of that. Hang on, I just queue up OIC dump all. Let me buzz down the rear windows. Alright, now we're gonna floor the accelerator, get our burnout going, and then I'll tap enter, and then we'll be able to read the motor parameters at that point during the said burnout. So here we go. Foot down. Oh, it'd be great if I actually had it on, wouldn't it? It'd be great if I was actually in gear with my high-tech gear switch. Am I in gear with my high-tech gear switch? No, I don't think I was. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're in gear. We're moving. Here comes the smoke. Got him. Okay, let's stop before we smoke out. Alright. Oil temperature spiked up to 28 degrees. Heat sink's at 24. We were at Potnom 75%. Sorry about this. Let's see. Transistors are good. CPU load 42%. Alright, let's see. We got to scroll upwards. If I can see the scroll bar now for the smoke, it'll be great. Note to self, burnout testing, bad for lungs, bad for environment. Okay, so we were at starter frequency of 182 hertz, motor RPM 3647, which makes sense because that's getting near the base speed of the motor, because I don't have field weakening turned on at the minute. I know Johannes will be very interested when I turn on field weakening. We had IL1 at 415 amps, IL2 at 502 amps, so not shabby on the currents. We were pushing IQ of 560 and ID of -10. That's about all the interesting things. The amplitude was 28,275. We were at 80% pot, 75% pot nom, as I said. And that's about all the interesting stuff during Project Burnout. Now that burnout has been achieved with the settings that we have here at the minute, and handbrake on. Why does it say brake failure, stop safely? I'm sure the brakes are fine. So let's see if we could actually drive the damn thing rather than just do burnouts. I mean, it's not going to be much use if it's just a burnout machine, you know. Let's see here. Yes, the old solar field. Right, so let's let the handbrake off. We're in gear, so can I drive? Will the car actually climb the hill? That's the question. No, it just wants to do burnouts. Okay, so it's probably managed to dig itself into a hole, so I'm gonna have to dig it, but I'm gonna have to reverse back out. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Let's see what the burnout machine has managed to do to my test track. Oh no, my custom test track. Damn it, Edison Motors will be so unhappy. I think it's smouldering. I think the test track is smouldering. Yeah, this one's definitely, wait till we get over the other side. Yes, this one's dug in a bit. Not terribly. It's not terribly, oh, that wasn't. Coming in. I think we might need some tires pretty soon. Alright, so let's walk you folks around the turd here just for a minute before the rain starts again, which it is apt to do. As you can see, we have a fully professionally installed Volvo drivetrain. Oops, no, not really. I don't even have a cover on the high voltage junction box, folks. That's how scary this thing is. But I'll 3D print one or cut one on the plasma or something. In the meantime, the Volvo will have to suffice. This is also the first car that I'm using the OEM radiator, and it's cold. There is no heat in this friggin' thing, despite me now being on charge at about 4.5 kilowatts, and after trashing it, I think the only heat, let me see if I can get my hand in here without electrocuting myself onto, no, motor's cold, drive unit's cold, nothing. Okay, let's put the cover back on there for max professionalism. We've our CAN bus coming in through the mud splattered sides of the car to our laptop, running the OpenInverter CAN tool, which I will do a video for you soon. We've got some more mud on the rear wheels. They've been dragged up and down the field there. In the back, under this custom flame-proof blanket is the Scambat 9000, currently providing our temporary traction power. Let's put the flame-proof blanket back on. Here on the fuel port, we have our CCS port in there. Currently only AC is connected up. More mud, more shredded tire. The smell of them, you can like smell-o-vision on poo tube soon. And then we're back to our speciality install here, and that is the third T3 RD. But I'll get back to you with a more useful update and a bit more tuning and driving soon. It did most certainly have the power to move the E61 for me, so that's really good. And I guess until then, when we see you in the next semi-exciting episode, be sure to check out the links in the description. Avoid the Patreon and the PayPal ones, but do check out GitHub and OpenInverter forum and all that good stuff. And until then, I guess, happy third tuning.